The Chengdu J-36 is a groundbreaking aircraft developed by the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation, recognized as the world's first fighter jet to utilize a triple-engine configuration. This speculative designation refers to a new stealth platform that has been observed in various flight tests, primarily near the facilities of the Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group. The aircraft, unofficially known as the J-36, is quickly becoming one of the most discussed and debated military aviation developments in recent years. Not because of confirmed specifications, those remain classified, but because of what can be observed and what those observations imply. At the center of this mystery is one defining feature: 3 engines. That alone challenges decades of fighter jet evolution. Modern high-performance fighters have almost universally followed either single-engine or twin-engine configurations. The reasons are clear: efficiency, weight balance, maintenance simplicity, and proven aerodynamic behavior. But the J-36 appears to ignore that rule completely. And when engineers break a rule like that, it's usually because they're solving a problem, or pursuing a capability that traditional designs simply cannot achieve. The aircraft itself has been observed near Chengdu Aircraft Corporation's facilities, with multiple sightings suggesting that it is not a mock-up or experimental shell, but a functioning prototype undergoing active flight testing. Visually, the design is striking. It appears to feature a tailless, diamond-shaped double-delta wing configuration. There are no conventional vertical stabilizers, no obvious tail fins, just a smooth, angular flying body optimized for stealth. This kind of layout isn't new in theory, but executing it at a fighter scale is extremely complex. Without vertical stabilizers, maintaining stability, especially at high speeds and during aggressive maneuvers, becomes a serious challenge. That's where modern flight control systems and artificial intelligence come into play. And this is where the J-36 may be signaling something much bigger than just a new aircraft. Because a tailless design strongly suggests reliance on advanced digital flight controls, possibly assisted by AI-driven stability management. In simple terms, the aircraft may not be flyable in the traditional sense without constant computational correction. That opens the door to a new generation of aircraft where human pilots are no longer fully in control, but instead working alongside intelligent systems that optimize performance in real time. Now combine that with the tri-engine configuration. Why 3 engines? One possibility is power demand. If the J-36 is designed as a long-range, high-speed platform with heavy onboard systems, advanced sensors, electronic warfare suites, directed energy weapons in the future, it may require significantly more power than conventional fighters. Another possibility is redundancy and survivability. In a high-threat environment, losing one engine in a twin-engine aircraft is manageable, but a third engine could provide an additional safety margin, or allow the aircraft to sustain higher performance even after damage. There's also a strategic angle. The Indo-Pacific theater demands range, a massive range. Distances between operational zones are vast, and aerial refueling is not always guaranteed in contested environments. A larger airframe with 3 engines could be optimized for long-endurance missions, allowing deep penetration into contested airspace without constant support. But this comes with trade-offs. Size. From available imagery and analysis, the J-36 appears significantly larger than typical fighter jets. That raises questions about its role. Is it truly a fighter in the traditional sense? Or is it something else entirely? Because maneuverability, the hallmark of classic dogfighting aircraft, may not be its primary focus. Instead, the design suggests a platform built for speed, stealth, and reach. This aligns closely with emerging concepts of 6th-generation air combat, where engagements are expected to occur at longer ranges, driven by sensor dominance, networked warfare, and beyond visual range weapons. In that environment, agility becomes less important than detection, evasion, and first-shot capability. And the J-36 seems built for exactly that kind of battlefield. Another critical element is stealth. The smooth surfaces, blended fuselage, and lack of vertical structures all point toward radar cross-section reduction. Combined with advanced materials and coatings, The aircraft is likely designed to minimize detection from multiple angles. But stealth alone is no longer enough. Modern air defense systems are evolving rapidly, using multi-band radars, infrared tracking, and data fusion techniques. To survive in that environment, aircraft must not only be stealthy, they must be intelligent. And this is where AI integration becomes a central piece of the puzzle. While there is no official confirmation, analysts widely believe that the J-36 incorporates advanced onboard computing capable of assisting with threat detection, target prioritization, and mission management. This could include controlling unmanned wingmen, loyal drone systems that operate alongside the aircraft, extending its sensor range and combat capability. If that's true, then the J-36 is not just a fighter. It's a command node, a flying battlefield manager. And that changes everything. Because future air combat may not be about individual aircraft winning engagements, but about networks of systems working together seamlessly. The pilot, in this case, becomes less of a traditional aviator and more of a mission commander, overseeing both manned and unmanned assets. Now, let's talk about the sightings. The aircraft has reportedly been observed multiple times, particularly in late 2024, performing flight tests near Chengdu. These sightings have been analyzed extensively by open-source intelligence communities and aviation experts. And while skepticism remains, especially regarding image authenticity, the consistency of reports suggests that the program is real. Not theoretical, not conceptual, real, and moving forward. Western analysts have referred to it as JXX or J-36, but no official designation has been confirmed. That ambiguity is typical for early-stage or classified programs. But what's unusual is how visible it has become. China has historically been more controlled in revealing its advanced military projects. So the repeated sightings raise an interesting question. Is this intentional? Is the visibility of the J-36 part of a broader strategic signal? Because in modern geopolitics, perception is power. Demonstrating technological advancement, especially in areas such as sixth-generation aviation, can influence not just military planning but also deterrence, alliances, and the global power balance. And the timing matters. The United States, Europe, and other powers are all actively developing sixth-generation fighter programs. These include concepts focused on stealth, AI integration, drone teaming, and next-generation propulsion. If the J-36 is indeed progressing rapidly, it could represent a shift in the global race for air dominance. But there's a critical point that needs to be addressed. We don't actually know if the J-36 is fully operational. We don't know its exact performance. We don't know its weapons systems. And we don't know if it will ever enter mass production in its current form. Because early prototypes often evolve, or even get cancelled, before reaching operational status. So, while the excitement is justified, conclusions must remain grounded. What we can say, based on available evidence, is this. The J-36 represents a bold departure from conventional fighter design. It introduces a tri-engine configuration that challenges established norms. It embraces a tailless stealth layout that relies heavily on advanced control systems. And it aligns closely with the emerging philosophy of sixth-generation warfare, where information, range, and network integration matter more than traditional dogfighting performance. Whether it becomes the world's first true sixth-generation fighter is still uncertain. But one thing is clear. The future of air combat is already taking shape. And the J-36 might be one of the first real glimpses of what that future looks like.